Okay, let me make sure I'm getting all this. It's been over 30 years since humanity moved into the Ark. Inside there, they prepared for a counterattack. But the first surface reclamation war ended in complete disaster. After that, they went back to the drawing board and began the second surface reclamation war. Unfortunately, it's been 2 years since then, and we're getting our butts handed to us. Did I get everything?
That's right.
What are you doing up here?
I must meet with another squad at the designated rendezvous point. I've been trying to make contact with them, but it has proven difficult because of the alpha particles.
What the heck are alpha particles?
They are molecules which can disrupt Rapture communication systems. They've been scattered all over the surface.
I thought you said they disrupt Rapture's communication systems. Why aren't yours working?
The alpha particles also seem to adversely affect the Ark's communication systems. Raptures have also gone on to build their own communication network which is unaffected by alpha particles.
Bummer.
Who are you?
Me? I'm Red Hood.
I know your name. You told me. Please state your squad affiliation and your reason for being here.
Do I really need to get into all of this? Fine, I'll tell you, but keep your hat on. I'm from the Goddess Squad.
So you are Red Hood, a member of the Goddess Squad, and when you came to, 30 years had passed. Is that correct?
That's right, but you're not shocked?
Could this be a mind switch?
Huh?
Never mind. Let's proceed to the rendezvous point. The communication equipment there should still be operational, so we will be able to contact the Ark. Once we get there, I can inform them about you.
I've got a name, you know.
I'll inform them about Miss Red Hood.
Come on, no need to be so formal. Drop the miss.
Fine. Red Hood.
Much better. Nice to meet you, Rapi.
How's the condition of your weapon? And the bullets?
All good.
All right then. Let's move.
Hold on. We need to bury them.
Excuse me?
All these Nikkes fought hard and gave their lives to the cause. We should bury them.
Why?
What do you mean? It's common decency to give someone a proper burial after they've passed.
It's not an efficient use of time. We need to keep moving.
Then you go first. I'll join you after I've buried them.
I'll help.
You're not just helping. We're doing this together. You all made the ultimate sacrifice. Now, rest in peace.
The dead can't hear you.
How do you know? Have you died before?
I have. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I guess I have too. Why the heck am I talking to the dead then, when they can't hear me?
I cannot answer that for you.
I'm not so sure myself. I just want to. Alright, let's go. You said you were a mass-produced Nikke, right?
That's right.
I've never heard of that model before. Then again, 30 years have passed. Is it a new model?
Correct.
Do you like old music?
I don't understand the question.
Like old country and stuff like that.
I don't listen to music.
Oh, really? This is perfect then. I'll lend you my cassette player. Once you have a listen, you won't be able to get it out of your head. At least, that's what I would say if it wasn't busted. Do you know how to fix this by any chance?
I can repair most simple machines.
Then fix this up for me, would you?
Why?
Because I need it, that's why.
I see no reason to fix a cassette player right now. The surface is dangerous. We should not waste our time on frivolous tasks.
Frivolous? Ouch! That stings. Music can help you get through all sorts of rough patches in life, don't you know?
No, I do not.
Jeez. I didn't realize I joined up with such a snooty individual. All right, Miss High and Mighty. What are your amazing hobbies that have got you dismissing music in its entirety?
I don't have hobbies.
You've got to be joking.
I do not make jokes.
Then what do you like?
I do not have any personal preferences.
Okay, now you're pulling my leg.
I told you, I do not jest.
I feel like this conversation is going in circles. Any places you want to see or things you want to do?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
No.
How come?
All hopes and dreams do is make you feel empty inside. I've seen countless people die without having achieved anything. Not a single one of them managed to achieve their dreams. So, I have no aspirations, no dreams, because I know exactly how everything ends.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Then I will grant you one wish. Tell me what you want to do.
What?
I'll grant you one wish.
Why?
Because I don't think I have that much time left.
Corruption.
Wait! I know my eyes are red, but my mind is fine. Put that gun away!
The rules dictate we must eliminate any Nikke who has been corrupted.
I'm telling you, it's not corruption, it's something else. Maybe half corruption? I don't know.
There's no such thing.
Okay, fine, that was a lie. But I'm not lying to you when I say that I'm fine.
Those suffering from corruption often repeat the same phrases. Answer my question. What is your favorite genre of music?
Country music.
What do you enjoy most of all?
Country music.
What is something you would like to do?
Country music!
That's it. You have to be disposed of.
No! You're just asking crappy questions!
This is the first case I've seen like this.
It's been like this for a while.
Do you know why?
No clue. Maybe I have a high tolerance.
Were you corrupted the entire time you were asleep those 30 years?
I think so. I thought I was cured, but guess not.
You said you didn't have much time left. What do you mean?
I meant exactly what it sounds like. I can feel it. This is the end of the line. I'm sure of it.
How much time do you have left?
Not sure. A week, at most, if I were to guess.
You seem awfully calm about it, all things considered.
I've accepted it. I I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any regrets, but I've done everything I possibly could. So, with the little time I have left, I'd like to grant you one wish.
I don't wish for anything. Besides, you don't have to go out of your way to help me.
I don't need a grand reason. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to. And if you don't have a wish, then we can come up with one for you. How does that sound?
But why? Fine. Do as you want.
Good. Then what should we try first? I doubt you're gonna come up with the lofty aspiration right away, so why don't we start with where you'd like to go? Is there any famous spots that you've always wanted to visit?
The lift.
Huh? Come again?
Yeah, the lift.
Isn't that like the main rapture nest? Or have things changed?
No place has a higher density of raptures.
You call that a famous place? More like infamous. Going there is a one-way ticket to the afterlife. Fine, let's go.
What?
We won't be able to get too close, but we'll be able to see it from afar. If we get a chance, we can try to get closer. Do you know the way? Let's go!
Okay.
So, what do you think? Do you like it?
It's working properly. The repairs were effective.
Not that, I'm talking about the music. Do you like it?
It's good.
You can be honest.
I don't like it very much.
Then let's listen to something else.
No thanks.
Here, try this one. You've got to listen to as many different genres as possible to develop a taste for something.
But all you have is country music.
Are you done with that?
I have consumed the minimum amount of calories required, so I am finished.
No way! You left the most delicious part!
I do not care about taste.
Open your mouth. Have a taste of that! Delicious, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Close your eyes and savor it. Just like with the music, you've got to try different kinds of food to develop an appreciation. The same goes for weapons. You're good at shooting, so why don't we try and introduce some style into the way we shoot? The more outfits you try on, the better. Oh, that hat looks good on you. You've got to log in plenty of hours of sleep to get the hang of it. The way you sleep is so rigid. You look like a corpse. If you want to grow to enjoy conversation, you need to talk more often. Make a joke, and I'll let you know if it's funny. Fighting is something you'll come to appreciate the more you do it. You're even better at hand-to-hand combat than you are at shooting.
Red Hood.
Yeah?
I would appreciate it if you didn't force your personal preferences upon me.
What? I'm not forcing anything on you. I'm merely offering suggestions.
The moment I don't enjoy something, you push and never stop.
Alright, so maybe I'm a bit assertive with my suggestions.
It's fine. I don't need any of this.
You really don't have any interests? Nothing in the whole wide world intrigues you?
No.
You sure you don't have some kind of mental problem?
Perhaps I do. But I do not feel any discomfort.
It's not a matter of comfort. If you don't have any thoughts on anything, no likes or dislikes, what's the point of living?
I can live without it.
How can you call that living, though?
When you look at me, am I dead?
No.
Then that means I can live without any of this.
Yeesh! You're really good at getting under people's skin. Have you ever considered becoming a commentator? You've certainly got the acid tongue for it.
I'll think about it.
Lies.
Let's continue.
Rapi, do you really want to see the lift?
Of course. I told you. I don't know how to lie.
Here we are. It's been ages since I last saw this thing in person, but I can't say that I missed it. You want to try getting a little closer?
If we do that, we'll die.
Yeah, you're probably right. Holy moly, are those all raptures? Wild. I wonder what they're hiding over there that warrants such heavy guard. Did you know? I almost went into space on that thing.
No, I didn't know that.
You're a real bore sometimes, Rapi. So, how does it feel to have your wish granted? Do you feel like anything within you has changed?
No.
Feeling emotional? Moved to tears?
No.
Overwhelmed with so much joy that you're gonna bust out laughing?
No.
Feel like you can die without any regrets now?
I've always felt that way.
Alright then. What should we try next?
Next?
Your wish was granted, so now you've gotta make another one. I'm no genie, but I'm sure I've got enough time to grant you up to 3 wishes. Come on, what's the next wish? You made up wanting to see this place, didn't you?
You knew?
For someone who says they can't lie, you're awfully good at it. Anyone could see you were just throwing something out there so that I'd get off your case. But you didn't count on me being so almighty, so righteous, so magnificent, and making that outlandish dream come true. So, hurry up and tell me your next wish.
Incoming fire.
Even they're mad at how long you're taking to respond!
Do you think so?
How would I know? Duck!
Many of them will be gathering here soon. I believe retreating is the best option.
I don't know. I think we can take them.
Really?
Of course not! That was a joke! Lead the way!
We shouldn't go back the way we came. There's too little cover. Let's go another route.
Fine by me! Giddy up, partner!
Incoming.
Oh, crap! Rapi!
My legs... time.
Get lost, all of you. I'm busy. Hey! Are you alive down there?
Red... Run away. Leave me behind. Don't give me hope. Red Hood.
Phew. Are you alive? Hey, it's impolite not to answer when someone's talking to you.
Red Hood.
Yep, that's me. So you're alive. Great.
I have a wish.
Huh? Talk about strange timing.
I want to be like you. Tell me, what do I have to do to become like you?
What the? This must be some kind of underground facility.
Apparently.
Where does it connect to?
There's no way to know.
Alright. Stay here for a moment. I'll go check it out.
Where are you going?
Don't worry, I'm a jack of all trades. The only thing I can't really do is repairs.
Then you're not a jack of all trades.
Why do you always have a way of finding the pettiest quibbles? Anyway, this almost certainly isn't a rapture facility. I'll go see if I can find someone to fix you.
The reports say that there aren't any humans left on the surface. There's no way you'll find someone who can help.
So do you want to sit around here and do nothing instead? Even if there aren't any people, I might find some supplies. I'll be back, so be patient and wait here. Unless you want me to carry you.
I'll wait.
Good. Good. Even though it's unlikely, if anything happens while I'm gone, just... call out for me. And I'll come running.
Okay.
Just make sure the cat doesn't get your tongue like it did a few moments ago, alright?
Okay.
Alright, I'll be back.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Ugh. I hate these kinds of places. They give me the creeps. Some music would work wonders for this joint. Huh. It's a door. Jeez, what's up with this thing? It's gotta be at least 10 meters tall. Wonder if I could break through it. Guess there's only one way to find out. Should I consider that a welcome? What a weird place. Hello? Is anybody here?
Yes. Be quiet, will you? I hate noise.
Gah! You scared me.
Is that Red Hood?
Do you know me?
Of course I do.
Who are you?
I am... No. We are Deep. How to refer to us? I suppose it would be apt to consider us guardians of the Ark.
Guardians of the Ark?
Correct. I'm afraid I can't tell you much more than that. It's classified.
Let me guess. Central government?
No. I would appreciate it if you thought of us as something more sophisticated.
Okay, I will.
Much appreciated.
So, do you run this place?
You could say that, yes.
What is this place?
It is the basement of the lift. This is where the power source of the lift is located.
No way.
Would you like to see? It's right here.
Wait a minute. Is that a rapture core?
Correct. It is called the Ultra-Massive Core.
Not the most creative name out there.
I don't like it either.
So, if this thing broke, would the lift be kaput?
Correct. It would no longer be operational.
This thing is what the Raptures use to come down to our world, isn't it?
You are well informed.
Then isn't breaking this thing the answer to all our problems?
If you are referring to the Raptures, you are correct.
So let's start busting this thing up.
No, we cannot. The ultra-massive core is part of a pair. If one breaks, the other will break as well. Right now, they are maintaining a stable resonance with one another from a distance.
Why does that matter? Who cares if they both break?
The other core is inside the Ark. It is being used as the Ark's power source.
So you're saying...
If you destroy this core, the Ark's core will be destroyed as well. All those people will be trapped underground. All of their infrastructure will cease to function in an instant. They will be doomed to die. Humanity will be wiped out.
I'm not entirely sure I follow.
In the near future, this area will be further fortified. It will not be possible for anyone to trespass upon this place, by accident or otherwise, as you have. If you wish to exterminate the Raptures, the Ark must be sacrificed.
Sacrifice the Ark?
Destroying this core will eradicate the Raptures, yes. But humanity will also perish. Ironically, the key to victory may well lie in finding a way to abandon the Ark. Although, I am not sure if that will be possible.
We can win if we destroy the Ark. How do you know who I am?
It would be rather strange for me not to be familiar with the Goddess Squad.
Oh,
I thought you had been disposed of due to corruption, but it appears I was mistaken. You do still seem to be affected by corruption, however.
you're good. Are you a doctor?
More or less. But it is rather peculiar. Decades have passed, and yet you are still alive. How is that possible?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just built differently.
Huh. Are you attempting to heal your comrade who fell through the fissure?
That's right. You were watching everything?
Well, this is an important place. I see everything. Since it is you, I'll let you live. Were you anyone else, you would already be dead.
Sounds like you have experience with this sort of thing.
That I do. At least a few dozen times. Let's go. I can fix a broken leg rather easily.
All right. Thanks. Hey, Rapi. I brought someone to fix...
Quiet. Nothing good will come out of her seeing me.
Then what about me?
You do not have long left to live, so it doesn't matter.
You certainly don't sugarcoat anything.
Let me check on your friend's condition. Huh. This is a mass-produced model. My goodness, there's really nothing inside her. Frankly, I'm stunned at how little there is.
Are you talking about her chest? I mean, sure, she's flat, but I don't think it's that bad.
Quiet.
What are you doing?
I haven't worked on either mass-produced models or Grim models before. This could be a good opportunity.
You aren't going to fix her?
With the twin cores, the only outcome is mutually assured destruction. We have to leave the possibility of coexistence open.
What are you talking about?
Sleep for a while. Perhaps I should take a look at the corruption's progression. I might be able to help. No, not possible. It's too far along. However, the nymph is continuing to fight, despite the corruption. Eventually, they will both destroy one another. Having said that, she possesses a most incredible will. It's hard to believe. It's a miracle that she's endured as long as she has. It is a pity we did not meet sooner.
Ugh.
Are you awake?
What the... When did I fall asleep?
I just woke up too.
What? Right. Your leg.
What are you so frantic for? Didn't you fix it for me?
Huh? Huh? When did that happen?
How would I know? I was unconscious.
My head feels kind of funny. I get it. I must have instinctively mastered the art of repairing. I told you I was a jack of all trades.
Right. I think so too.
Too slow.
If I speed up, my shooting will become too unstable.
Then keep practicing until your shooting is stable.
It feels inefficient to shoot while moving.
Then don't do it. You said you wanted to be like me, didn't you? I was more than happy to pass down my secret techniques. But alas, I have been cursed with an unwilling student. It appears my legacy dies here.
Fine. I'll try.
Good student. Go on, move. We don't have time. So, your wish is to become like me? I didn't mishear you, did I?
No.
You heard me correctly. Don't you think you're being a bit greedy? To become as versatile, strong, beautiful, and even-tempered as me is a big ask. It'll be quite the challenge.
I'm aware of that.
But you can't become me, Rapi. You'll always be you.
No, I'm nothing. So I can become you.
Yikes. All right, then may I ask you why you want this?
I don't think you will die or lose your sanity. I know that you are in the late stages of corruption and don't have much time left. But I simply can't conjure up that image of you.
My heroics have got you mesmerized.
I don't think you're entirely wrong there.
Whoa, what's gotten into you? Do you want to become a hero?
When I was very young, and still human, I was bedridden. All I could do was watch TV. Watching Nikes was the only thing that brought me joy. I thought they were amazing. Goddesses of victory fighting for humanity. But the day I became a Nikke, I kept hearing all this information about how Nikkes weren't goddesses of victory. Before long, I experienced that truth firsthand. It wasn't just me. All the Nikkes I met were the same. Far from goddesses of victory, they were terribly human, pitiable, and weak creatures. But you are different. You are the goddess of victory that I envisioned when I was young. Unbreakable, beautiful, in defiance of death. You embody all of those things.
I don't think I'm as great as you think I am.
I think you are.
Fine. I'll help you. I will pass on everything I have to you. This will be the last thing I do before I leave this world. What a dramatic development.
This is hard.
It is. It's not something you can master in a day or two.
How did you practice?
I didn't practice. I was like this from the start.
That's not exactly helpful advice.
I told you. We're on different levels. Now, keep going. I've always enjoyed the saying that effort surpasses talent.
Red Hood,
Yeah?
why did you help me?
What? Where's this coming from?
You woke up after 30 years. You could have searched for your old squad mates. Or completed something you weren't able to finish before.
I considered that. But I parted ways with my squad mates pretty gracefully. So I feel my story with them came to a satisfying conclusion. Besides, they're all probably busy with other things right now. I'm not worried about them. I'm sure they're doing well on their own. Also, there's no guarantee I'd be able to find them anyway. So I decided to help the person who was right in front of me. Who acts like if she died tomorrow, she wouldn't feel any remorse.
I still feel that way.
Foolish student. Why do you choose to live life so half-heartedly? Go live your life. Living is a wonderful thing. If you keep living, you'll find something. I guarantee it. Not least of all because you'll be a bona fide graduate of the Red Hood Academy.
Tell me more about your squad mates.
Why? So you can go find them and ask them to be your squad mates? I knew it. I won't tell you. They're mine. I can say this much, though. They were strong, in many ways. They're the type where it was impossible to imagine them bending or breaking, like you say about me.
Do you think I'll ever have my own squad mates like that?
You'll have to become unbendable first. Unbreakable. Birds of a feather flock together.
All right.
So keep at it. To be honest, the first order of business is working on that boring personality of yours.
I will try.
It's a shame I never got to visit my hometown.
Where is your hometown?
I don't know. I have no idea where we are.
I can find out.
It's fine. I'm too scared to go. What if it's gone?
Even so, I think you should at least try to visit.
Nah, we don't have time for that.
What was your hometown like?
Just an ordinary village. Nothing special. Like any old village you find anywhere. Although, that makes me miss it even more. Don't think too hard about it. We can't go anyway. Let's get some sleep. Why aren't you getting this? You run, make a sharp turn, and then... you aim and shoot!
This gun center of mass makes that kind of movement impossible.
The Red Hood style does not discriminate against any type of firearm. Foolish student.
You try it.
Give me that. You see, it's because your movements are too predictable. Have you ever heard of the sentiment, think outside of the box and you'll get better results?
No, I haven't.
All right. Now that the master has given you a demonstration, all that's left is to practice.
Roger.
You need to be bolder. That means you can't simply follow the manual. You need to catch the enemy off guard.
Won't that make it hard for our allies to react?
In situations like that, you've got to have faith that your allies will come in clutch.
That's easier said than done.
This applies to more than combat, by the way. The same can be said for nearly every aspect of life. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you need to trust your gut. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I struck a Nikke who was speaking ill of me.
You?
And I don't exactly remember when, but I once gave a present to a squad mate.
You?
If that's all you're going to keep saying, then I won't continue.
Oh, sorry. So, how do you feel when you did that?
I felt proud.
Ha! You see, how is it that you know all that but somehow ended up such a square? You need to try living like that all the time. If it's difficult, try to force yourself. It'll help a lot.
In what way?
I don't know. Try it. You'll find out.
Why did you become a Nikke?
You go first.
I didn't have a choice. I lost consciousness, and when I came to, I was already a Nikke.
Same as me.
That's surprising.
Really? I was what you could call a hoodlum. My entire life revolved around avoiding work and hanging out with my friends, causing trouble. Then I got into an accident and ended up dead. When I woke up, I had been turned into a Nikkei. Apparently, I had been a suitable candidate.
How do you feel about living as a Nikkei?
I don't have a passionate sense of duty or anything. I simply thought that since this was how things had turned out, I might as well put my best foot forward. Turns out I was a good fit for it after all. Plus, you couldn't have asked for better squad mates than the ones I got. So, having worked that hard, you know, this is the first time I've ever talked about any of this. Anyway, the thing I ended up thinking most often of all was, let's beat the Raptures. My squad mates really influenced me a lot. There's a saying that really summed up my life then. My existence was made complete by the existence of others.
Your squad mates.
Try and be friends with them as much as you can. They'll prove invaluable. Mark my words. Besides, it gets awful lonely going solo. I'm hitting the sack. Sleep tight.
Red Hood,
What is it? I'm going to sleep.
if you're trying to sleep, wouldn't it be better to turn off the music?
What's the big deal? It's nice to listen to it as you doze off.
I don't agree.
Don't worry. You'll like it eventually once you listen to it enough. You've got talent. You're learning fast.
Could it be because I started without any preconceptions?
Maybe. Let's see. Next, you have to go back to the Ark. It's time for us to part ways, my friend.
What? But there's still time.
Come on. I'll see you off.
No, not yet.
Rapi, it's over now. You know that. Let's go. Rapi? What are you so startled for? You didn't do anything, did you?
No, it's nothing.
How long until we reach the Ark?
The Ark. How long?
Come on, get a hold of yourself.
Red Hood, let's go to your hometown. You said you wanted to visit it, didn't you?
Forget it. I told you. I don't even know where it is.
I'll find it. Tell me everything you can remember. We can find it.
It's okay. Rapi?
What have I done? This time wasn't supposed to be for me. It was additional time that was miraculously given to you. All I did was think about myself.
Hey! You've got it all wrong. Pull yourself together! This was all my own decision. Stop spiraling.
But you're...
I'm not unhappy. I've let it all go. I told you. It was fun when I thought about how I was training my own successor. Now let's go! Foolish disciple. Come on! I said let's go! I'm getting a little tired. Let's rest for a bit before continuing.
Sure.
Dang. This is really tuckering me out. Must be getting old.
Do you want something to drink?
No, you go ahead. Rapi, go now. This is as far as I go.
I'm not leaving you.
Nikkes who are corrupted harm even their closest friends. You know that. It's embarrassing to admit.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
You know you can't shoot me. You're planning to die with me? Is that it? I made myself very clear before. You have to go live. So go!
I will shoot. I'll live.
Alright, do it then. Have you found something to aspire towards?
Yes.
Don't do anything you'll regret. I'm not really as great as you make me out to be.
Whether you are great or not doesn't matter. You're a good person. That's undeniable. So I want to be like you.
Thank you. But you know what? You're a good person too. I was pretty lucky to have met someone like you along the way. I've passed on everything I know to you. You'll have to take it from here.
I will.
It's a real bummer having to leave you behind like this, you know? Good. This is really good. I'm going.
Yeah. No. Red Hood? Where? Could she really be alive? I will become you. Let's go back to the Ark.
What's her status?
Surprisingly normal.
How long has it been?
Over 4 years.
I can't believe it. Have you checked the combat data?
Yes, it seems there have been more than 300 battles over the past 4 years.
300, not 30.
Yes, 300. And that's only the number of large-scale engagements she took place in. If we include all encounters with raptures, it's more than 3 times that.
This is unbelievable.
Trust me, I felt the same. But the data doesn't lie.
Let's hurry. Excuse me.
Over there.
RR15436. Is that correct? I'm Ingrid, the CEO of Elysian. Let me confirm again. RR15436 is your name, correct?
No. It's Rapi.
Very well, Rapi. How are you feeling?
Fine. No issues.
All right. I'm going to ask you a few simple questions now. I only ask that you answer truthfully.
All right.
Did you participate in the Second Surface Reclamation War 6 years ago?
I do not know for how long, but yes, I did.
For 2 years, you took part in numerous operations, large and small, correct?
That's correct.
After that, we suddenly lost contact with you for 4 years. Where have you been during that time?
I was on the surface.
What were you doing on the surface for 4 whole years?
I was searching for a way back to the Ark.
Alone?
There were a few Nikes who joined me along the way. They all died.
How did you get to the Ark?
I took the elevator.
Our data shows you engaged in over 300 battles during your time on the surface. Is that correct?
I don't remember the exact number, but battling with the Raptures was a constant feature of my time up there.
And you survived all of those fights?
Yes. I had to survive.
Welcome back, Rapi.
Thank you.
We plan on conducting a thorough examination. Is that all right?
No problem. Have you detected any issues?
There are no signs of corruption or mind switch symptoms. You're safe.
That's a relief. Would it be alright if I asked a question?
Please, anything.
What happened with the Second Surface Reclamation War?
We failed. That would have happened about 4 years ago.
It must have been right after I went to the surface. Even back then, the situation was dire.
Yes, 2 months after you last went to the surface, the central government officially announced the failure of the Second Surface Reclamation War.
So, it only lasted for 2 years and 2 months. So, what do we do now?
We have decided to adopt the tactics proposed by New Hope. Our primary strategy will incorporate guerrilla warfare, carried out by elite commanders, and a small number of Nikes under their individual command. There would be no more large-scale deployments to the surface.
Are we buying time? Or have we given up? So both.
Yes.
I have no further questions at this time. Please proceed with the examination.
A mass-produced Nike who survived on her own for 4 entire years. Wandering the surface freely without hiding. It's a story that almost defies belief. She has an unbelievable amount of combat experience. Perhaps this could...
Ma'am! Ma'am!
Call me instructor. This must be rather important if it justifies barging in here without knocking.
You need to come see this. It's beyond my authority to decide what to do next.
All right. What's going on?
Her body weight is more than twice the average. And most importantly, there are 2 cores.
What? Explain to me how something like that could happen.
I have no idea. This is the first time we've encountered a case like this. Although only 1 core is active, we have no idea how this is even possible. Also,
Is there something else?
within her nymph, the region dedicated to her sense of self is densely packed. We consulted the past records, and it was almost empty when she first became a Nike.
Are you telling me she honed her own sense of identity over time?
It appears so.
What about the brain scan results?
Other than the abnormally extensive combat data, there were no other significant findings. We haven't been able to get access to certain parts of the brain, but considering it's only a week's worth of information, we doubt it's of any major significance.
All right. Reconstruct her body based on this self-identification data. I think it would be best to dispose of this current body with 2 cores.
Are you sure we shouldn't look into it further?
There are too many unknown factors here. It's best to only have 1 nymph.
I understand.
How do you feel about your new upgrade?
I don't feel particularly special. It feels like this face and body have always been mine.
It's the ideal image of yourself, nestled within your subconscious. The fact it feels familiar to you is hardly surprising.
Is that so?
There is something I should tell you. Your body weighed over twice what it should, and contained 2 separate cores. That body was disposed of due to safety concerns. But even your current body, which was generated based on your own self-identity data, exhibited the same anomalies. No matter how many times we tried, the results were the same. Something embedded within your own sense of self caused this. Do you have any idea what that might be?
No.
Very well. I understand. From now on, you will be affiliated with Elysion. Further research will be conducted to utilize the output of the cores in your body. Do you have any objections to this?
No.
The research will proceed concurrently with your practical operations. You will be assigned to a specific squad and participate in missions with them to gather data. Is there a particular squad you would like to join? If you have a preference, we will honor that request.
I want them to be strong.
Strong?
Yes. I want squad mates whom I won't have to worry about dying or falling apart.
Is there any particular reason why you care about this so much?
There is something that I wish to become. In order to achieve that, I require strong allies.
What is it that you want to become?
Red Hood.
Good. We have the perfect squad for you. It is Elysion's elite combat squad. I doubt you'll find anything lacking in them. Nor they with you.
I understand. Thank you.
They've told me about your performance reports. Unhwa has been praising you, which she doesn't give easily.
It's because the 3 of them have done so well looking out for me.
Good. Let's keep it up. Absolute will soon become the most formidable squad there is.
Instructor,
What is it?
I would like to push the subcore to its limit today.
No, I'm against it. You nearly died after only 10 seconds of operation.
I know. But I can feel it. Something will change if I push it. I want to see whether I'm right.
Fine. But if I deem it to be too dangerous, I'll put a stop to it immediately.
I understand. Thank you.
The subcore is activating. It's causing the influence of the main core to recede.
Shut it down!
I can't! We don't have control!
What the?
The body is reconstructing. What's happening?
What?
Rapi's body is transforming. The main core has gone silent.
What on earth is happening?
Subcore has stabilized. Body reconstruction is complete. Huh?
She looks completely different.
She's completely red.
Check the database. Identify that Nikkei.
Yes, ma'am.
What on earth is this?
After searching through the old databases, we've identified the Nikkei that Rapi transformed into as Red Hood of the Goddess Squad.
What? But how?
I don't know. I have no idea what this means. She's currently asleep and shows no signs of awakening.
Rapi wanted to become Red Hood. Her ideal, the one she was suppressing, emerged when the subcore took control. Find a way to restore Rapi to her original state. Use whatever means necessary.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, I'm sorry to have to do this. But after this is over, I will have to erase the memories of everyone involved, including you.
What?
It's too dangerous to have anyone else know this information. It could turn the Ark upside down.
Why would it do that?
We've discovered here that you can become whatever person you envision in your own mind. By using the nymph to insert specific data about an individual into their subconscious and making their personality theirs. And then reconstructing the body.
Any person could be reproduced as a Nikkei. Not just that, you could bring the dead back to life or create as many copies of the same individual as you wanted. But surely someone must have thought of this before. Bacillus, for instance?
They must have all failed. But Rapi here is the undeniable result that it's possible. Since we have the end result, we should be able to trace our way back through the process that led to it. This needs to be buried. It's too dangerous.
Understood. Once I'm finished here, you can proceed with my memory wipe.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Everyone knows how the rest of the story goes. I was consumed by the thought of becoming Red Hood. I realized that I was only using those who considered me a friend, and so I left Absolute. I wandered aimlessly, and eventually ended up meeting Anise. Then I met the commander, and then Neon. And that led me here.
Dang, you've really been through it. You're like a living witness of history.
Yes. Were it not for Red Hood, I probably would have died without achieving much of anything. I wouldn't have met you either, Commander. And I still feel that way about her. But now, rather than becoming Red Hood, I simply want to become like her. I think I can do it. No, I will do it. She passed on her power, her sense of duty, to me. I have squad mates who I can never imagine dying or getting hurt. And a commander capable of guiding me. There's no reason for me to fail. Is that? Thank you.
Does that thing still work? It should. I've seen Master listen to it once in a while.
It still really isn't my style of music.
It's been a while since we've been back to the Ark. You're right. I hope nothing's happened.
Yes, Commander? I was thinking about what I want to do in the future.